Hi everyone, I'm Pallavi R. In this video, we'll be discussing about lungs under Biology for Engineers. The topics that we'll be covering are structure of lungs, gas exchange mechanism, spirometry, common lung disorder, and heart-lung machine. Lungs. Lungs are the main organs of respiratory system. It is a spongy organ. It is located in the chest cavity, one on each side of the heart, and is responsible for gas exchange, which is the process of moving oxygen from the air into the bloodstream and carbon dioxide from the bloodstream into the air. The lungs are made up of 3,000 million alveoli. The lungs are very delicate organ and can be easily damaged by smoking, air pollution, and other environmental factors. Structure of lungs. The lungs are made up of three parts. They are bronchi, bronchioles, and alveoli. Bronchi are the main airways that leads into the lungs. They are about 2 centimeters in diameter. The right bronchus is wider and shorter than the left. This is because the heart sits on the left side of the chest and right lung has more space. The bronchi branch is smaller airways called bronchioles. Bronchioles are the smallest airways in the lungs. They end in tiny sacs called as alveoli. The bronchioles are lined with a layer of mucus. This mucus helps to trap dirt and dust particles from the air. The cilia, that is the tiny hair-like projection in the bronchioles, help to move the mucus and trap particles up to the throat, where they can be swallowed or coughed up. Alveoli are the functional unit of lungs. They are tiny sacs that are surrounded by network of capillaries. The walls of alveoli are very thin, which allows for efficient exchange of gases, that is the oxygen and the carbon dioxide. There are about 300 millions of alveoli in each lung. The alveoli are constantly being renewed. New alveoli are formed from the cells that line the bronchioles. Now let's move to gas exchange mechanism. Gas exchange in the lung takes place in alveoli. When we breathe in, air enters the lungs and fills the alveoli. The oxygen in the air then diffuses across the walls of the alveoli into the bloodstream, and the carbon dioxide in the blood then diffuses across the walls of the alveoli into the air. The oxygenated from the blood returns to the heart through the pulmonary vein. The pulmonary vein carries the oxygenated blood to the left atrium of the heart. The oxygenated blood then passes to the left ventricle and is pumped to the rest of the body. The important mechanisms during gas exchange are carbon dioxide diffusion and oxygen diffusion. Oxygen diffusion in the air diffuses across the walls of the alveoli into the bloodstream. The oxygen diffuses from the area of high concentration to an area of low concentration, that is, the alveoli and the blood. The carbon dioxide diffusion in the blood diffuses across the walls of the alveoli into the air. The carbon dioxide diffuses from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration, that is, the blood to the alveoli. The amount of carbon dioxide diffuses into the air depends on concentration of carbon dioxide in the blood, carbon dioxide in the alveoli, thickness of the alveolar walls. So this is about gas exchange mechanism. Now let's move into spirometry. Spirometry is a test that measures the amount of air that you can breathe in and out. It is a simple test that can be used to access the lung function. It diagnoses a wide variety of respiratory conditions such as asthma, COPD, and cystic fibrosis. The results of spirometry test can be used to assess the following, that is, the forced vital capacity, FVC. It is the maximum amount of air you can breathe out after taking a deep breath. Forced expiratory volume in 1 second. This is the amount of air you can breathe out in the first second of a forced expiration, and the ratio of forced expiratory volume in 1 second to forced vital capacity. Spirometry is a valuable tool for assessing lung function and diagnosing respiratory condition. Let us move into common lung disorders. The common lung disorders are asthma, emphysema, and lung cancer. Asthma is a respiratory disease that causes the inflammation and narrowing of the airways, that is, the bronchioles and bronchus, which leads difficulty in breathing. Emphysema is a chronic pulmonary disease that damages the alveoli, reducing the amount of oxygen that can be absorbed. When the alveoli is damaged, the exchange of gases is very difficult and the amount of oxygen required will be absorbed less. So that causes emphysema. Lung cancer, a cancer that originates in the lung and can be spread to other parts of the body. Heart lung machine. Heart lung machine is a device that temporarily takes over function of the heart and lungs during surgery. It is used when the heart and lung need to be stopped or bypassed in order to perform surgery on the heart. The heart lung machine consists of pump, oxygenator, and heat exchanger. The pump is used to circulate blood through the machine, and oxygenator adds oxygen to the blood. The heat exchanger warms the blood to a desired temperature. The heart lung machine is connected to the patient's body through series of tubes. The tubes are inserted into the patient's aorta. Aorta is the main artery that carries blood away from the heart, and vena cava is the main vein that carries blood back to the heart. Once the heart and lung machine is connected, the surgeon can stop the heart and lung and perform the surgery. The heart lung machine will keep the patient's blood circulating and oxygenated during the surgery. So, after the surgery, the heart and lungs are restarted and heart lung machine is disconnected. The patient's body will take over the function of the heart and lung as before. There are few risks associated with the heart lung machine. Those are blood clots, infections, and damage to the heart and lungs. In spite of these risks, heart lung machines are vital tool for the cardiac surgery. That is, it plays a very important role during the surgery. This is all about heart lung machine. Hope you all liked the video. Thank you.